Okay, so today I am trying on the first set of lenses, which I believe was frosting purple, I want to say. Anyway, I start off with like a jelly grip primer from Essence, then I move on to my Wet n Wild concealer. Please excuse the way my room looks. It just always looks like that. That is my room clean. I hang a lot of stuff on my four-poster bed, but anyway. I'm probably gonna change camera angles like really soon after this. Here you can see I'm just covering like any dark spots I have around my mouth, my nose, and there we go. Camera change. Lamington and tea brick. Wonderful. I forgot that I was supposed to cut that out, but you know what? I'm gonna leave it in. It's too late. I'm already recording. So just blending with my very tainted what's this word? Makeup sponge. It's dark because it has mascara on it, I want to say, and also I left it on like a nearly dyed black pants. So because I don't know, I'm the smartest person alive. But anyway, right, so from here that is my concealer covered, and I'm using a variety of foundations and skin tints, and then I only chose to do the Fenty skin tint just because I had work like an hour before this, and I just didn't want to be wearing makeup for like heavy makeup at least for 9 hours at a time. I'm still adjusting to myself like using such bright contacts because my eyes are dark brown. And these were frosting purple, but they look very like periwinkle or like a dusty sort of blue, which like it looks like those color changing eye surgeries where it's like, oh, is this permanent? Anyway, after my skin tint, I'm just touching up with some of the foundations from this palette. I actually stole that palette from my mom, don't tell her. But they've got some really nice colors there. I realized that you can't see the writing on this little like bronzer, and I never, it's the Essence bronzy whatever glow, and every time I apply it direct to my skin I break out like crazy. So I had to use a brush for this, because I've got such a round face. It's very difficult to contour, and because I never learned how, I still haven't paused learning. I started wearing makeup after I turned 19. And I was just like, oh, foundation, that's enough. I look back at those pictures and I'm like, oh my god, why did I just go out like that? Anyway, I normally put like a little bit of pink on my lower lid because I have very sunken eyes, so can't really change that kind of feature, so I just embrace it. I usually add like a little bit of pink or like a dark red. Excuse all the sniffing, I'm actually very sick. I don't know if you can hear it. You probably can't, but I go in with a like bronzy shimmery eyeshadow. It looks more copper on the palette, but once I put it on my eyelid, it was definitely too light. It looked like too close to my skin tone, which made no difference. So yeah, there you go. That was me like giving up, and I went in with a darker brown, so no shimmer, just to see if I could change it a little bit. But let me be quiet and let you watch that. Also, I know I blink a lot, okay? I was, again, getting used to contacts. And then I go in with a liquid blush. I had placed them kind of wrong, so I kind of wing it until it looks like it's balanced and then blend from there. I feel the trick to getting it looking diffused, I had a slightly smaller brush, but I noticed the bigger brush just gives the flushed sort of look a lot better. I always add like a little bit on my nose, my forehead, and it's just whatever residual I have left on my nose. I don't know what I was looking for there. Oh, there we go. The palettes is here where I go, and I'm going to try and change the way my eyeshadow looks. See, in this lighting, it does look a bit more copper, but it just wasn't dark enough for my liking. And again, I have brown eyes, so this normal sort of look makes my eyes pop. But from what I've seen, a lot of people with like very light eyes, they go with much darker shadows and make it stand out a bit more. But again, the color was so intense for these lenses. These are the TTD eyeliners. Look, they're very comfortable, but I had like just put them on. Now I'm going in my eyeliners. So I normally have two. I use my pen, right? Bless this pencil. I've had it for so long that like the ends are just frayed. But I use them as like a little marking guideline before I ever go in with my liquid eyeliner, because when I don't know if all contact wearers suffer with this, but when you wear contacts, it is so difficult. It's so difficult to not stab yourself in the eye with, or at least get like residual liquid eyeliner in your eyeball, and then it's just a mess from there. So, just filling in my eyeliner, and my phone ran out of storage twice doing this, and I had to look at why is the default settings for the iPhone video 4K? I don't want 4K, and it's a makeup video. I also have never filmed a tutorial for this, so I don't really know if this is gonna be worth watching. But anyway, doing my eyebrows here. First, I normally go in with like a light brown because I have very sparse eyebrows, but they're very dark. And then I usually touch up with like a black, just a little bit, because this kind of black pen is really smudgy. It's more like a pencil. After I actually completed this, I ended up putting some on my lower lash line, and honestly I feel like it pulled the look together a bit more. Anyway, here I was debating, if I'm actually gonna do like falsies, because I did buy these strip lashes. Oh my god, forget the strip lashes. Eyelid tape, the eyelid tape, it did not work. I cut that out. Here I was debating to do those lashes, decided heavily against it, because again, I didn't want to go to work wearing contacts and lashes, and I didn't even wearing the contacts to work. I ended up putting my normal prescription lens on. To be clear, the color lenses are prescription, but my like normal clear ones, yeah. Anyway, I actually am testing out a lot of the stuff I had bought from my local China mall and Temu, like makeup stuff, and I had so much of hope for that contour palette, because again, I'm trying to learn to do contour, often not learning forever, like I said earlier. And it just didn't show at all on camera, but in real life it was great. It was straight up great. I thought it'd be more like, a cool brown, because I have quite a warm skin tone, and whenever I use like more so when makeup artists have used like a warm contour on me, it just makes me look so orange. I don't want to be orange. Anyway, I just, added some mascara on top. I cut that out because it was kind of embarrassing. And I also look weird. So, just added a little bit on my lower lash line. And I was cleaning up a bit here.
Okay, my voice kinda hurts as I have the flu, so it's gonna be text for the rest of this video. Time for my lippy. I first go in with a lip balm, then a lip tint, and finally a gloss. I am basically done with the whole look. Anyways, so enjoy watching me figure out some decent lighting.
slight bit here and here. It's meant to be at the bottom, and I put it at the bottom, but as I'm blinking, it keeps like turning and going over and out.